Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the long story short of um how the everything. Okay, so you have your D&D character sheet, right? Here, we'll go ahead and open up another one. So you have your D&D character sheets, right? Open. And we're going to use group 1s for an example, right? So your D&D character sheets are open. And let's say I were to ask Isabel Souls to roll an animal handling check. What you will do is you will click this, and it will roll it for you. It will show you over here. It will add everything, right? Normally you would roll a d20, and then you would add whatever that number is. So you got a 25 and a natural 20. That's very important. Now, here's the cool thing. To make sure we're not cheating, if you see up here in the top right, if you were to click on this, you can see what everybody rolls. For example, let's click up here as well. Let's say I want Starlum to make an investigation check. You click this, right? It rolls at 16 plus 3. That's a 19. That's really good, right? Attacks the same way. Let's say I want you to make a dagger hit, right? What you do is you would roll to hit. So, combat initiations go like this. Let's say you're up against 5 goblins. They will roll an initiative. I will have a whole separate book that tells me everything. They will roll an initiative. You also click initiative and roll it. Which is, oh, that's a 4. That's not good at all. What that will do is it will go from the highest initiative to the lowest initiative in combat turns. So, a goblin rolls a 22, a goblin's going to be higher than a person who rolled a 19, right? So, it will add this all for you. And then you roll to see, whenever it's your turn, you're like, I want to hit this goddamn goblin. You will roll what's called hit/DC. You click on that. You roll to see if you hit. You have to surpass their armor class / their AC. If is their armor class or below, you fail. If it's their armor class, if it's above their armor class, you succeed. If you roll a natural 20, that is an automatic critical success, and you will get to do your damage. So how we will do this is your maximum damage. So it's a 1d4 plus 2 for the dagger. That is 4 plus 2. That's 6. 6 total damage is what you could do. The maximum amount of damage. And then 6 total damage, and you'll click it, and you will get to roll again. So it's 6 plus 5. Right? That's 11 damage. That's good. That's how critical successes will go. Critical failures, however, if you were to roll a hit DC, and you were to roll a natural 1, which will not happen, bum shit will happen. Now, if I need you to roll a random dice, if you look over here and click this, oh look! You can roll a d20. See, that's a natural 20, you know? You can also, let's say I need you to roll a d6. If you just want to roll it to yourself, you can as well, right? Here's the thing, I won't be having to do that, right? Now, everyone will get to see, if you were to roll it, it's called a custom roll, okay? Look, for example, you can see the custom roll. You cannot see, oh, you can see the self roll, right? Now, saving throws are the same way. If you click it, it will let you roll it for you. Dexterity checks, the same way, right? Spells, the same way. Now, this is a only first level spell you can use. Click it, you roll it, you use what's called a spell slot. How do you get the spell slot away? Whenever you use all of your spell slots, you cannot use the spell anymore until you take a long rest. Now, how do we take a long rest? Well, if you believe it or not, it's right here. What you will do is you always say reset maximum HP changes during this rest and take a long rest, and you'll confirm it. Short rest, there you go. You will have to roll to see how much health you regain. There's a gist of it. Inspiration, we won't be rocking with that too much right now. It will imply, but it gives you some buffs, not much. Your walking speed's important. Your inventory is important. Your features and traits, all of this, very important, right? If you want to add an item, there's another way to do it. It's just crazy. Um, I don't really entirely remember how to do it, but you can most definitely still do it. So, if you look, you should get a good understanding, like a -1 on strength. You're going to roll a strength check. It would have to take away 1. So 5 minus 1, which I don't know why it's plus minus, but whatever. That's a 4. You get it, right? Same thing with all of these passive insights and checks like that. You wouldn't roll for these. You would just tell me what these are. If you are proficient in it, that's something I would need to know. If you're proficient, you get a +5 on all of your proficiencies. I mean, it's just... yeah, it's just +5. Remember, Bardic Inspiration. You can... every time you use it, you have to check these boxes. And you can't uncheck it unless I tell you to. Or you have to take a long rest. So look, we use all of these. Let's take a long rest. Look, it's been reset. Oxo, your current HP matters a lot. God, y'all are low on HP. I just realized that. So, for everybody that wants to know, also your attacks. This is an unarmed strike. This isn't, an action. You get it. It's bonus actions. So how this will go is you will get an attack, a movement, attack, and a bonus action. Now, bonus actions, if you ask me, I might tell you yes to some things that aren't really described on here. I might tell you no. But you get 1 per turn. So it's your turn to go up, right? What you do is, okay, I'm going to move over to this goblin 25 foot. So you walk over there 25 foot. So you already used your movement. I'm going to use my bonus action, which is Bardic Inspiration. Cool. So you already used your bonus action. And then I'm going to attack him with my fist. And so you punch him. And that's all your moves, and you are done. Very rarely will I allow extra shit. I mean, if it's for the funny and if it's, I think, would be better, I will. So, that's, look, limited use, Bardic Inspiration, you get it. So, ignore these. Cantrips are one of those things you can use as many times as you want. It is not a... So, mending right now, it's not a spell. This allows you to fix a device, etc. You can read it. So, you can use that as much as you want. So, when we're done with all this and we get down to it, I will explain the leveling up system. But for now, this will explain what you see on your character sheet. Initiative is what you go by in combat. It will determine the order of which combat goes in. Your armor class will determine if it hits. A goblin could roll your armor like the hit, and they could roll an 11 and it'll miss. A 12 and it will miss. But if they roll 13, it will hit. So, walking speed's good. Proficiency bonus. It's just... you guys can read this. Okay. I can basically, if I want you to add a +2 or whatever the fuck your proficiency bonus is, I will let you add a +2. You got your saving throws, you got your senses, right? Your skills, your spells, your attacks, all this shit. So, long story short, that's the gist of how combat works, what you see in your character sheets. If you have any other questions, let me know. Oh, and because I don't have an outro here, hold on. Outro songs. Okay, yeah.